Hey everyone, my name is Dr. Samantha Davis, and I'm the Undergrad Research Program Coordinator for the Center for Science and Engineering Partnerships. And I want to talk to you today about a common concern that we get when people are thinking about applying to our programs. So, people are often concerned about not being competitive enough for an undergrad research program. And so I wanted to take a few minutes today to address some of those concerns and hopefully make you realize that you are probably more competitive than you think. Okay, so the main thing that misconception that people have is that these undergrad research programs are looking to reward people with the best grades. And that's just not true. So it might be true for some programs in some places, but it's not true for our programs. What we're trying to do is we're trying to find students who really could benefit from undergrad research while at UCSB. And we think that many students could benefit. But what we want is for a student to apply for our programs and tell us and show us how they could benefit and why they might benefit from being part of an undergrad research program. So we do look at GPAs, but we don't have a GPA minimum for our programs. We look at GPAs as part of a holistic application. So what the GPA tells us is how you're doing in your classes. And it's one of the ways that we see, okay, would this person be ready to take on the additional commitment of research? We also look at your personal statement. We look at your transcript history. So if you've been to other schools, we look at that. We also look at your letters of recommendation. So it's really important that you use all of these parts of the application to demonstrate how you're ready for research. We also take an approach of looking at GPA and thinking about it in kind of a long-term view. So, for example, maybe a global pandemic happened and you were really influenced in terms of your grades, and that may or may not have happened to like everybody last year. So, say you didn't get grades that you feel really reflect how you could perform, like your true potential. Okay, so what are you going to do about that? Maybe like this past fall or spring, you had one class that you performed badly in, or maybe something happened and the whole quarter, all of the classes, your grades were lower than expected. How can you still apply for opportunities? What do you do with that? So for my suggestion would be to think about how to proactively address situations like that. So one thing you could think about is making sure to tell whoever is reviewing your application, bring it to their attention like, hey, my grades for fall were lower than expected, and here's why. And then also remember to talk about how you've learned from the experience and what steps you've put into place to hopefully prevent that from happening again. And so if you're proactive, if you're able to show that you're on an upward trajectory and things are really changing, there's no reason why bad grade, bad quarter can be a barrier for you participating in these types of programs.